Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Light Sports Ramble. As always, my pleasure to come to you this evening. However, today, I have a sour taste in my mouth. A very sour taste in my mouth. And it stems from the Johnny Manziel decision by the NCAA. Not because they found no evidence of Johnny Manziel signing autographs. I could care less. For those of you that listen all the time, I am for a college athlete being able to sign an autograph and get money for it. I'm okay with that. I think they should be able to do that. That's their autograph. If somebody wants to pay to get their autograph while they're in college, they should benefit from it. Now, it'll never happen because of the NCAA and because the NCAA is greedy. They got their tax-exempt status, and they're making money off all these players. They're not going to change the rule. But I personally think players should get paid for their own autograph. And so, that's not where the sour taste comes from. The sour taste in my mouth comes from the turnaround time on this infraction. Now, the casual fan may be saying, well, Troy, the season starts Saturday, so they had to make a decision. It's a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of BS. Every other investigation takes forever. The NCAA wants to maintain a pristine image. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for taking their time on every other infraction. They go through the evidence and the data and the research with a fine-tooth comb to make sure they have their facts. That is the way the NCAA has operated. I was a coach in the NCAA. My program never had an infraction or an investigation, but the university I worked at had one, and it took forever because they wanted the facts. They wanted all the facts so they didn't make a decision off the cuff. So what changed in this? What changed in the Johnny Manziel infraction case? You know what changed? Dollar signs changed. Even the talk shows this week, the debate was, should they play him or should they not play him? Because a decision is probably not coming down before the season starts. But then Wednesday rolls around and oh my God, a decision is done. It's called NCAA greed. Johnny Manziel is going to make them money. Memorabilia, butts in the seats, all these things that bring money to the NCAA because he's an amateur and they get the money from it. They didn't want the cloud hanging up over that decision on whether or not to start this guy on Saturday. And then they come to a conclusion. We're going to suspend him for half a game because he violated the spirit of the rule. As a coach, I hated the spirit of the rule. It is crazy. My perception, Johnny Manziel, you took money to sign autographs. I don't think of you any different. I think you're stupid for violating the rule. But I'm not mad at you for going out and doing it. I agree with you. You should get paid to sign your autograph. But you broke the bylaw. But according to the NCAA, there's no evidence that you did. But one thing I used to tell my players, and maybe Johnny Manziel, maybe you should listen to this. Perception is reality. If you put yourself into a position for somebody to judge you, they will. So don't put yourself in those positions. That's what you did wrong. And as your coach, that's why I would be upset. Perception is reality, Johnny Manziel. Now, I'm not judging you. Not even mad at you. Good for you, you get to play. And guess who else is happy? The NCAA is extremely happy because you're going to make them tons of money. And that is where the sour taste comes from, folks. That the NCAA acted so quickly, off the cuff, so to speak. They never act like this. So, I'm asking this to the NCAA officials. Are you now setting a precedent that infractions can be dealt with in a timely manner, very quickly, and you're going to turn around every decision after this quick? Because if the answer is no, then you're hypocrites. Then it is about the money, it is about the greed. Now, I'm sure some have turned around quickly, but nothing high profile like this has turned around this quickly. So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch. And I'm going to wait for the next infraction. And I'm going to time it. And I'm going to see how long it takes. Because now you have proven to me that you have the resources and you have the data to turn it around quickly. But my gut is telling me you did it for the money. And that's where the sour taste comes from. And you met with the Texas A&M officials, and you let the university and you let the player manipulate when the decision should be made. To me, that's not cool. Because isn't it proven fact that there was a 5-digit deposit into a bank account? Okay, so the family is well off. And maybe that account can be verified, that it wasn't for that. So then verify it. Put it out in the news. Get the facts. I want to know where that deposit came from then. That'll never be disclosed. So yes, I'm getting a little heated about it because I'm looking at it from the standpoint that there is money to be lost if we suspend Johnny Manziel. And I'm going there. And people can argue this all they want. That is my opinion. Johnny Manziel is a moneymaker for the NCAA in 2013. Because you know what? There is no promotional company that is going to rat out that they gave Johnny Manziel $10,000 to sign autographs. That would be a huge black flag on them. They would lose millions of dollars in the future to be known as the rat. We're the company that paid Johnny Manziel and we told the NCAA. Nobody's going to do that. Never in a million years would they say that. That is lost income. That is poor business decision if they did that. So with that said, folks, let's take a look at how fast they start turning around infraction decisions from here on forward. I want to make sure they're this fast for everything now. And if I'm a college administrator, I know that there's resources available now. So turn it around, please. Give me my decision fast so that I can make decisions about my university. I think it's all about NCAA greed. And with that said, folks, that is the ramble tonight. I'll see you at the next red light. Enjoy your evening.